Good morning. We are here at the Santa Elena Cloud Forest, and I am going for a hike today. This is a next video in my unofficial continuing series of things I should have done when I was much younger, but now that I'm 51 and in okay shape again, I'm going to try it now anyway. And it is a perfect day for this. You can see it's very overcast, very cool, and it's exactly what you want when you're walking through a cloud forest. I'm just holding this mic temporarily because I'm going to actually try and not use it today. I prefer to catch some wildlife sounds instead of me breathing heavily sounds. So we are good to go. I just get dropped off here by a shuttle. It was 4,000 colones return, which is about $8 US, and they're coming back to pick me up at 1 o'clock. So we'll take a walk over here just briefly. This is actually the visitor center here where you come in and pay for your tickets and stuff. And up here you can see here's kind of the map of the trails. So we're going to start sort of here where this marker is, and there's a series of different trails. One of the ones I was considering initially was, of course, the crazy long red one, Sendero Caño Negro, but it is about 7 or 8 kilometers, and I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that. So I thought what instead I would try and do today is actually take this blue trail up here, Sendero Encantado, which takes you up. There's a look-off point here, some really nice bridges, a few other spots, and really the elevation climbs are really sort of along this stretch here, sort of at the beginning and the end. The rest of it looked like it was pretty flat for the most part. So anyway, on that note, let's go inside, get our tickets, and get underway. All right, so we are checked in and ready to go. Just a couple of points of interest before we get going. It was 9,000 colones to enter. You can pay US dollars as well, which works out to about $18 US. And there's also a really good check-in system. So when you get here, you sign in your name and the time you arrived. So they know if anybody's missing at the end. So we are here, and this is sort of the entranceway here that gets you up to the starting point. And it is just starting to rain. So that's perfect. If you need to use the bathroom, there are bathrooms here at the beginning, just before you get started. And the rains have started, so I'm going to give it a minute. I have two rain jackets with me today, actually, a thin light one and then a larger plastic poncho too. So we shall see which one I need. So yeah, just behind me there's a little visitor center. They have a snack bar and stuff there, and bathrooms and all that sort of stuff. But we are good to go. I'm going to throw my thin jacket on for now, see if that holds up, and then switch to the other one later if I need to. All right, let's rock and roll. So when you first start here, all the trails kind of start from the same point on this little paved pathway, and then as you get up further, they kind of veer off in their own directions. So there are actually two different cloud forests in the area. We're sort of in the what they call Monteverde part of Costa Rica, specifically the town of Santa Elena, and there is the Santa Elena Cloud Forest where I am, and then there's also a Monteverde, and I think the Monteverde one is primarily more popular, but the reviews that I had said that this one was better. So again, here's that map. This is kind of our starting point where we are. We're going to head this way along this blue trail and double back. Here's the sort of starting sign here. You can see the different distances. The Cano Negro trail is actually more like 7 clicks because you have to get to it first and then it starts after that. So this Encantado or Enchanted Trail starts right here. One of the things worth mentioning about the cloud forests is that you don't really see much wildlife because they're pretty far back into the woods at this point. But what you do get is some absolutely stunning nature. I had to book it a little bit because there was this group of 10 or 12 people that were moving so slowly that I would have been here until tomorrow. So anyway, now I'm clear. This place is amazing when you have it to yourself. I think this is the climb that I will hit on the way back. Slightly just runs parallel to this, but will be a similar climb up, I think. One thing I will say so far is that these trails are extremely well groomed. Like even here, we're walking on cinder blocks, basically. But I'm sure that that will change as we get farther afield. One of the other key differences between here and the Monteverde Cloud Forest is that this one's actually privately run by a school. So all the funds from here go back into the park, help the school as well, and you can see that they've done an amazing job here with this place, maintaining the trails. Quetzal Bridge. And I think now we're about to hit our first little climb on the trail. So we're here at a fork in the road. This is where my trail is continuing, down here to the left. And there's actually a shortcut this way if you want to double back a shorter way. But we've already come this far, so let's keep going. Beautiful spot. Made our way down to the next bridge here. It's known as Ficus Bridge. sort of at almost the high point here on the hike. And you can just see through there, we're breaking through the trees. What an absolutely beautiful hike. Not a lot of wildlife, unfortunately, but I knew that going in. Make sure if you come to Monteverde that you come up and do the Santa Elena Cloud Forest walk. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't if you're not here, because this is sort of the marquee reason to come here in the first place. And it lives up to the hype. So we've just come back to a fork in the road. We've just come up this way. We're sort of at this little neck point. You can see where the arrow is. And we just continue down. I'd say we're about 2/3 done. Well, I have to say in all honesty that this trail so far has been very pleasant. Certainly nothing like hiking a volcano, but it's been beautiful. It's so quiet. I've only seen maybe 10 or 12 people. There was that first group of 7 or 8 that I snuck by early on, and then I've probably only seen another 5 or 6 people since then. But I'm making good time. I don't feel like I'm losing my mind like I did on the volcano. Well, after almost 2/3 of the way, I'm almost 2.5 kilometers so far through the rainforest. Time for some water. Much better. Just down overlooking the river down below. One thing I will definitely recommend is make sure you bring proper footwear, because I think people, wear flip-flops or sneakers or something, and you really shouldn't. So this is our exit. Everything here is very well marked. You can actually see here where we are. There's a bridge just down below. So I believe this might be our last bridge. La Saca Bridge. Certainly been quite the variety of bridges. This is probably the fanciest, I would say. Some of them have basically just been a few sticks across the water, but this one here is a beautiful spot. Now we gotta go up there. Now it's getting tough. So it's 580 meters to go, so I'm about halfway up the hill, and it's a good steep climb to end the trip. But the bonus is there's a nice breeze up here, so that's certainly helping. Anyway, let's keep going. We're almost there. Well, the good news is that I was tracking the elevation and stuff on all trails, and it said this last section was basically straight uphill, but it's been pretty good. It's well groomed, sort of this kind of incline with some breaks along the way, so it's been really nice. But we are almost at the finish, and that's it. We are back on the paved trail, heading back down to the information center, and I would definitely consider this a big success. What a hike, and what an experience here in Monteverde, Costa Rica. And here we are back at the beginning. So there's the start of the Enchanted Trail. It was exactly, it says 3.4 kilometers. And it was exactly 3.43 kilometers. So that was spot on, which is great. So let's go down here. I actually have a bit of time now. My shuttle's not coming till 1. It's just 11 now. So I'm going to go down and relax. Anyway, that's going to do it here from the Cloud Forest hike. Beautiful space. If you're in Monteverde, Costa Rica, make sure you come by here and check this place out. There are lots of different trail options, from, you know, even wheelchair accessible right up to 7 or 8 kilometer long hikes. And if I can do it, so can you. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and you know, leave a like or a comment below to let me know that you were here and what you thought of the video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I always appreciate all of my subscribers. If you'd like to support me further, I have some memberships set up here on YouTube. There are 3 different tiers available. The cheapest is starting at just $3 Canadian per month. I also have some one-time donation links here for both PayPal and Bitcoin. And of course, I also have my merch store here through YouTube and on my own site through WanderBeard.com. And remember, life is short. Wander. And I'll see you in the next video.